Welcome to your Durham, North Carolina housing market update for January of 2026. Happy New Year, folks, and I hope you had a great 25 and are looking forward to a fantastic 26. Team Armand EXP Realty, we had a great 2025, and we're looking forward to even better 2026. So let's see what's happening here in the market in Durham, and I can tell you that things, overall, a lot of people did not have such a great 2025, and I'm going to show you the reasons why right now. Let me share my screen. First of all, here we go. Let's take a look at what's happening with interest rates. Interest rates, well, they say that mortgage rates dropped to the lowest level here last day of 2025, down to 6.15, but I got to tell you, that's not good enough. Those high interest rates, people remember when we had interest rates around 3. Most people think, well, 6 is just 6.15 is just way too high. We're not really going to get any movement in the market until we see these rates drop under 6 significantly, probably down to 5.5. I would love to see them get under 5. Not sure that'll ever happen again, to be honest with you. But this is one of the reasons why the market has been slow this year and will continue to be slow in 2026. Okay, let's take a look at some hard numbers real quick, and then we'll go and take a look at a few of my favorite neighborhoods in Durham. All right. Here's what's happening with month supply of inventory. It's up from last year at 2.9 to 3.4 month supply of inventory. This is the triangle in general. Drill down a little deeper and see what's happening in Durham. Month supply of inventory here on the bottom. We went from 2.3 last year to 3.5 this year. That's an increase of 52%, 52.2%. Inventory, literally hard numbers for sale. Last year we had 711 for sale. This, by the way, is for the month of Durham. I'm sorry, for the month of November. Right now, we've got 1103. Amazing. That's a huge increase of 55%. So a lot more choices for Durham. For buyers, a lot less, lot more competition for sellers. That's indicated or reflected in the days on market till sale. We went from 23 to 31. Okay, so things are slowing down in Durham, which represents better opportunities for buyers. Well, where might a buyer buy? Let's take a look at what's happening in terms of new construction in Durham. AI tells us there's some pretty good opportunities in the mid-level to entry range. Glen Crossing, Micah Ridge, Everton. These are pretty good opportunities. Mostly townhomes. Very few single-family homes available in that range. In the luxury and the high-end range, we see a lot more opportunities. Stonewood Estates is worth looking at with Beazer Homes. Beazer is a pretty good builder. The View with McKee Homes and Homes by Dickerson sold many of those homes. They're excellent. Pinecrest is another place worth looking. What are some of my favorite neighborhoods in Durham? Well, let's take a look at that. I really like Culvert Farms. Culvert Farms is a fantastic high-end luxury neighborhood with a great location. It's about as close to Richard Triangle Park and the airport as you can get. Also, really easy hit back into Duke University and UNC. Kind of high-end prices from 2.6 down to 1.6. Things that have sold here last 6 months reflect those same numbers, 2.5 to 1.1. We've got a couple that are pending in that same range, so that gives you an idea. Just a little over 1 to just a little under 3. These homes are beautiful, though. These are 3. That's new construction. Let me show you the location here. Let me just show you the map here. Culvert Farms. That's the beginning of Culvert Farms. That's 751 there on the right, and that's 40 there. So it's just south of 40 and Durham. And there you go. There's Richard Triangle Park, just a little bit to the east, and then Raleigh-Durham International Airport, just a little bit further east. I mean, really less than a 20-minute drive, maybe a 15-minute drive. And of course, Chapel Hill is just there to the left. That's probably a 15, 20-minute drive. Duke Forest is where Duke University is. That's about a 20-minute drive. So fantastic location. And these are beautiful homes, folks. New construction homes and resale homes are both available. Really modern looking homes, very sleek, clean looking homes. I've sold a number of these homes, and these are great builders, folks. So worth taking a look at. Culvert Farms. Let's take a look at a little bit more, what you might say, middle of the road neighborhood. And that is one of my favorite neighborhoods, which is Chancellor's Ridge. Let's take a look at pricing in Chancellor's Ridge. We do have one house on the market in Chancellor's Ridge that's really on the upper end of things at $925. That's really an outlier for Chancellor's Ridge. Most of the homes are really really in the 5s and 6s. In fact, if you look at what's sold in the last 6 months, you see, high end of 610, low end of 465. Let's take a look at some of these homes that are currently available. We'll skip the upper end one and take a look at 1118 Scholastic Ridge. Really a beautiful home worth taking a look at if you're looking at this price range. Beautiful hardwoods, very typical of homes in this price range in Chancellor's Ridge, and great kitchen, a little bit on the small side, but stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, gas range, worth taking a look at. That's Chancellor's Ridge. Let me show you the location of Chancellor's Ridge. You'll see it's actually almost right across the street from Culvert Farms. So that's Chancellor's Ridge right there. If you scroll down a little bit, you see this white space there. That's 751 South neighborhood, and then Culvert Farms is just to the south of that. This very large area there is Culvert Farms. So you see they're very close to each other, just on the south side of Durham, and as I say, very quick hit over to Research Triangle Park and the airport. Chancellor's Ridge, worth taking a look at. And while I've got your ear looking at Chancellor's Ridge, in addition to having a number of single-family homes, also has a small townhome neighborhood, and those homes are priced pretty reasonably at $329,900 and $297,000. And in fact, this one at $329,900 at 102 Higher Learning is one of Team Armand's listings. I invite you to take a look at this. Really a cute townhouse, one-car garage, and beautiful flooring, fantastic floor plan, a great kitchen with granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, and a really nice bathroom upstairs. All three bathrooms are upstairs. Worth taking a look at. The Chancellor's Ridge townhomes. That's 102 Higher Learning. All in all, folks, Durham is really worth taking a look at. Fantastic locations. Durham is known as a foodie town, and it's got lots of cultural things happening, lots of great music, lots of great activities. Strongly recommend taking a look at Durham, North Carolina. Contact me for more information, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you.